Welcome to Chain Gang Sports. I am John Pope, and we are here at the beautiful Citizens Bank of Rogersville Studios at the Apple Market Center. And we're so excited because we've got FFA on tonight. So introduce yourselves.
My name's Alexa Farron.
I'm Patrick Holt.
And can I call you Coach for this episode?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just going to say Coach. So anyways, we're excited to have them on because these young ladies are state champions for horse judging, and that is a huge thing for us and our school. So we want to thank Citizens Bank of Rogersville, like I said, for making this possible for us. And then I've already explained to the athletes here what their different jobs are as far as introducing the sponsors. So, I mean, I've got. Introduce yourself again.
Alexa Farron.
Okay, there you go. I was like, I thought you were going to lead with that. So, anyways, so I'm going to ask this, and this is to both you guys, Coach. Why are we here today? What has taken place that has brought us to this point today?
Well, these girls have a pretty strong work ethic, and that's the main thing. Every spring we start what's called contest season, and excuse me, and we basically ask these girls to do a lot of things, and guys. There's boys and girls on it's commingled. It's not a boys and girls sport, I guess, but we ask them to do a lot of things, and the main thing is step out of their comfort zone and get in front of people and give a set of reasons, place a set of horses or a class of horses, and then get up in front of people and explain why they did that, why they made those decisions. And they did it better than anybody else in the state of Missouri is basically why we're here.
Which is remarkable because we're a rural state. I mean, this isn't – you got St. Louis, Kansas City, Springfield, I guess, but for the most part, we're a rural state. So – you guys have a ton of competition out there, and it's not like, hey, you're beating one or two schools. You're beating how many? I mean,
big schools and all the way up to 5A. As big as they get.
Yeah.
As far as sports terms, but they face some big schools. If you think of a big school that has an FFA chapter, we beat them if they had a horse team. So.
That's awesome.
Ozark.
Yeah. Are you dropping the mic? Okay, I didn't know what that was. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what exactly are you doing when you're doing horse judging?
Well, we judge classes of halter, which means you're just judging like the conformation of the horse, how it's built. And then we do like reining classes, like performance classes. So we'll do like reining, ranch riding, Western pleasure, and just how they go. And then we judge English horses, and we judge how the rider rides the horse.
Oh, wow.
And then we give 2 sets of reasons in a normal contest, but we're at nationals. We'll judge 8 classes, 2 keep coal classes, and give 4 sets of reasons.
So what exactly are you looking at, though? Like you said, the riders got eyes on them, and then the horse as well. Are you judging like the reaction between like how they work together?
Yeah, exactly, how they move together, and we judge like how easy the horse can just go with less cueing and stuff like that. So if they can do that without trying to kill the rider, then they're going to be good.
So I ask this with all our athletes. I say, hey, what is it that you love about your sport? So what is it that you love about this?
Talking. I love giving reasons.
You love talking?
Yes.
She's a talker.
Yeah, she.
Coach? And we do a big test. So we have to know everything about the horse, like reproduction, digestive system, how it's built, like
so
everything.
An actual written test.
Written exam.
Yes.
That's one thing that really set these ladies apart from everybody else. Our test scores were way up there. So they put in the work. I handed them in December of last year, I handed them a 52-page packet full of horse knowledge. And I said, when you're done with that one, I've got another one that's about 150 pages. And they pretty much can tell you anything there is about a horse, inside and out.
Yes. So, Coach, what got you into wanting to be an FFA leader?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I've been teaching 12 years now, I guess, and my mother really wanted me to go to college, and I had gotten I'd graduated from high school, and I'd started a job in the construction field, and I told my mom if I would get into C of O where I didn't have to pay for college, then I would go to school. And I didn't get in the fall, and I thought, sweet, I can keep making money, And then in the spring, I got in, and once I was in, you got to make a decision what you want to do. And I just remember taking ag classes in high school and thinking to myself, everything I've learned that I've used in my life so far, I learned in ag class, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So.
Did you have that love from a young child, or like were you raised on a ranch or something where you were like, hey, this is what I want to do for my life?
Yeah, I was raised on a farm, and I've had a rodeo background for many years. When I was 18 years old, I started a horseshoeing business, and I still do that a lot today, and that's turned into something really good for me and my family. And I love horses. My kids love horses. We've got a pile of them at the house, and it's always been a part of our lives.
Yeah. I've known you forever, since you were just a little toddler. And I remember watching you and your sisters, and you guys would go up to these big old horses and you just jump on and you go work cows. Like it was I'm sure to you it was everyday business. To someone that's an outsider, who I asked if I could bring a 4-wheeler, and your dad said, no, you don't work cows with 4-wheelers. But when did you start loving this aspect of just FFA and what you do now?
Well, I kind of grew up with it, being like having 5 siblings, and all my siblings did it, and I got to watch them and got to just experience them doing FFA and going to all these contests. And I don't know, they came home and talked about it, and so I was like, this is fun, I want to do this.
That's awesome.
And then I got to know my ag teachers at a young age and started playing with their little kids, and that's what I did at every FFA event. I just went and played with their kids, and so then I kind of had fun and grew up with them.
Coach, we talk about the horse judging, but there's so many different aspects of what FFA does. I was in 4-H when I was younger, and I remember giving the speeches and things like that, and I loved it. Do you coach? So we got is this a 4-man team, 4-woman team? Sorry.
Generally, all contests that we do is capped at 4 people. So we can take, 6 or 7 or however many kids all year long on the team, and they're basically competing for the spot to go to districts. There's only 4 on a district team.
So you've got a bunch of other teams that are going out there competing as well. Yep. What sets this team apart?
Yeah, the test, the work that they put into that test is the biggest part. And and also Chloe works for Post Game Pizza, and
okay,
and she got us a discount. I just seen that. So
so Coach gets a point.
Yeah.
All right, you were going. Hey, you let him come on first. He took your point.
Yeah, Chloe was automatically had a leg up over everybody else because she has the hookup on the pizza. No,
so she's only on the team for the pizza.
I'm not going to say that.
No, I'm kidding. I love it. You're going to have to think. You got time to sit there and think about another point.
Something else.
I will say we did kind of have a rough start. Like, we did not know our team. Like, we knew a couple of us were, like, determined, like, this is what we want to do. But we had some people come in, and then they were like, and then they, like, dropped out. And so it was kind of a rough start for us, and then getting to know that test was definitely.
So when did this team form? I mean, it sounds like maybe you guys had started with a bunch of, hey, we'll see what works best, and all of a sudden you guys came together, and you're like, hey, we're the go-to team.
Well, it kind of started with me, Lily, and Chloe. We started after last year. We were coming home from National Convention. Holt called us up and was like, hey, we're starting horses now. If this is what you want to do, this is what you're going to do. Well, then we kind of started to ask more people if they wanted to, because we needed 4 people. So we were like, let's get a couple people. Well, then we had a couple kids, and then they were like, never mind. And then Savannah came on, and we were like, all right, this is our team, because Savannah was starting to really study, and this is where she came from. So
it's one of those things. A lot of kids sign on for stuff like this, and then they realize how much actual work it is.
Exactly.
It's tough.
So for you being a coach, I mean, and like we talked about, you got so many teams out there. When did you realize that this team was special?
Probably after I sat down. I set them all down there. Maybe after 3 weeks of them having their binders, I make them all binders, and I seen just like I have a lot of respect for Christians whose Bibles are worn,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of sticky notes in them and stuff, and their horse binders look like 90-year-old Christians' Bibles.
That's
so,
good.
You know what I mean? They'd been studying, they'd marked it up, and I thought, okay, this is going to be good.
Yeah. So you guys travel to compete a lot. And one of the things that we're always asking is, what is your most favorite part of the season? People always say, for the most part, they always say the bus ride. So tell me, is that the same for you guys? Like, are you guys laughing, joking, having a good time?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Like,
yes.
describe that.
More so the bus ride home, because then we're like done judging. But the bus ride up there, we're studying the
All
whole time.
business, yeah.
Except me, because
For
I like to have a
Alexa-
good time.
So you guys are locking in. I mean, you guys get on the bus and you're like,
Oh, yes.
that's so awesome.
For Alexa, it's wherever we stop for lunch.
Okay.
Where's your favorite place that we stop?
Well, Holt likes Chick-fil-A, but I prefer
Every morning, chicken minis.
sit down. I like my pancakes.
Yeah.
My nickname in ag is Pancake.
Is that because your mom makes such good breakfast for you guys?
I just love pancakes.
And it's weird that I know all this about you, but I've been friends with your parents for a very long time. But
Yes.
your mom makes some wonderful meals.
Yeah, you used to come hunt, and she would have chili for you.
Oh, she'd have all kinds of, and I remember we worked cows together a few times, and we'd have the big cowboy dinner afterwards. And
Yep.
Even though I'm not a cowboy, I felt honored to be there. So,
Yeah.
what is your coach? What would you say to people that are coming up? Let's say, junior high or even younger, that are looking at these athletes and saying, "Man, that's who I want to be." What would you say to them right now?
Yeah, I tell them don't quit early, and if they're willing to work hard enough, they can do the same thing these girls have done. I mean, it is tough. There is some studying. There's a lot of studying, I guess. And just being able to make a decision, that's tough for people, for kids generally, and even for myself. It's hard to make a decision. If you go through this whole program, it helps your decision making skills, and it'll make you a better person. Anything you set your mind to and do it, it will make you a better person. And this is one of those things. There's hurdles you got to jump over to get to where these ladies are, and once you do it, I mean, it's the best feeling ever, isn't it?
It is a pretty good feeling.
I love the saying. I see it all the time that, without a farmer or without a rancher, you don't have food.
Right.
And, people probably read that and said, oh, yeah, whatever, okay, But then COVID hit and you realized who produced the food. How big was that for you? I mean, how big is that thought for you? Is, we still lead. Our agriculture leads the world in, I mean, how much we send out, but not only how much we feed just the United States alone.
Yeah, and you can take it a step further, like everything we have on,
Sure,
our
yeah.
food, our clothes, there's every facet of our whole being, you can thank a farmer for all that.
Yeah. And then I always like the trucker too. I always got to talk about
yeah.
them and say, without the trucker, you wouldn't have anything else. So
Yep.
How far do you want to go with this? I mean, you're a junior. You got senior year coming up.
I'm thinking about judging it in college.
Oh,
Thinking
awesome.
about it.
At Oklahoma?
No, I'm not going to Oklahoma.
Why?
I'd go to OSU if I judged, I guess,
Oh.
but I'm not going to OU. Okay.
I
want a
thought
good
you said
football team.
you wanted a good football team. So
Yeah, K-State.
okay. No, but so do you plan on using this as a career?
Thinking about it. Well, I want to go into ag business, so that's where I like to talk, and ag sales, and so I kind of use that.
Yeah.
That's my.
What would you tell the person to coach that they're coming in, they're looking, and maybe they're intimidated? I don't know if I can tell this story, but you rode your first horse today, and you're a horse judge, and you rode your first horse today, and which I think is awesome.
Yep.
But so many people want to get involved in an FFA, and they live in the city or they do this. And what would you tell that person, Coach?
Well, some of the most successful kids we've had, like Chloe, come from a non-agricultural background. So definitely don't let that stop you. And, that's part of high school is you're never going to learn anything new if you stay inside your comfort zone. So figure out what you want to do. If you've traditionally, played baseball only your whole life, you don't know what other sports you like.
Sure.
Know? So get out there and try new things for sure.
So what about you as far as the friendships you've made? I know, you're moving on this year and going to start your adult life. But for you, the friendships you've made through this, I mean, how important is that to you?
It's all very important. Me and Chloe are going to be friends for the rest of our lives. I can just feel it.
She's going to Oklahoma though. So like,
no, she's not.
No. Oh, no. I keep trying to get that in here. Like somehow, like where you guys will agree to this. Just I'm gonna stop and go from there. When you look and this is another common question we ask. You guys have people. I'll go back to when I was growing up. I lived in a very small town, and I'd sit at church with the quarterback. And I would like, oh man, that's who I want to be someday. And you guys have young ladies, young men that are looking up to you, saying, man, I want to be a state champion someday. What would you say to them?
You just got to put yourself out there. Like, literally just have to go out there and just be like, this is what I want to do, and stick to it.
Is that hard? I mean,
yes, very hard.
Because you're exposing, your entire self, and you open yourself up to rejection. How hard is that?
Very hard. There's a lot of times that I've stood in front of classes and I give a set of reasons, and I just mess up, like every time. And so then you just got to keep doing it.
Well, you didn't mess up in the state championship, but.
No, I didn't actually. I did pretty good.
No, but I'm saying, it's like anything else. We'll bring up Bella, for instance. Go out there, throw what you can throw, and then if you don't have your day, you don't have your day. But work on it and get better.
Exactly.
Those are the things that FFA has taught you.
Yes.
Good.
Exact same thing.
Another thing, Coach, like when we're looking at this, and another thing we always say is like, I believe sports is a metaphor for life. So you've already mentioned several times how hard this event was, not only to be able to learn it, but to be able to be a state champion. What are these athletes taking with them in the future that can't be taught?
Yeah, so decision-making skills, I think, is number one. They've got 4 horses standing there, and we judge these horses over a few things like balance, quality, structural correctness, all those things. And you've got 4 horses that are either pretty similar or maybe not, but a lot of times pretty similar, and they've got to make a decision. And then they have to stand behind that decision and tell the judges in a set of reasons why they placed them the way they did, which horse they went with for first and second and third and fourth. So, just making those decisions and standing behind them and being able to justify it. And then also just the public speaking aspect, getting in front of people.
That's hard.
And, that's a tough. I make one. These guys probably hate it, and I know all of my Ag 2 classes this year did, but I made every one of them, and I do this every year, give a 6-minute speech and in front of their class. And I make these girls all the time. If they're working on a set of reasons in particular, or if they're working on their speech, they have to give it in front of a class of 30 kids. And that's big because we all know we're going to have to give a job interview, or we may be put in a position with our work where we have to talk in front of a larger crowd. And those are just a couple of the takeaways. And then, like, just the test itself, like, am I willing to sit down and learn this information on my own when I'm at home or wherever, and just so I can get a good score on this test?
Yeah.
Those are all life skills that are really, really good.
How do you manage being a student athlete? I mean, because we've talked several times about how hard it is to, you guys excelled at the test, which was one of the things you guys did that was really good, but you're also a student athlete. I mean, you're sitting out there, you've got this on, this is kind of like sports is an extracurricular thing. Then you have your schoolwork. How hard is that?
It's pretty difficult. I've struggled a lot because I have to work and I have to go to school and make all A's. And then sometimes I'll be in cross country, or I've been in track while we're doing this. So I've got to just balance it all and also come home and then study horses and wake up early, get to practice on time. You just got to manage it all. Time management. It teaches you time management skills.
Yeah, that's amazing. Coach, can you tell us, I asked you pre-show, but about what we do with we're building essentially a farm out at the high school.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so the plan is, and I think they're supposed to get started any day, but they're building a barn facility out behind the water tower, behind our ag building, and we're going to have basically plus or minus 8 acres there to play with. I say we're going to play with it, but if we're teaching things in class, for example, like if we're teaching how to give vaccines, we can go out there and actually do that rather than showing a video or something like that. So it's not necessarily, we're calling it a farm, but it's not necessarily, we're not going to have a mainstay out there really. We might grow some steers and stuff like that, but it's just a large animal facility where we can work and show kids and do what we're learning hands-on basically.
Well, you talked about horseshoeing, which I know is a huge, huge business that you've got, but also like preg checks and all those different things.
Yep.
Is that stuff you're going to be able to teach out there?
We're gonna inside the barn. We're gonna put a working facility where we can have community members bring a load of calves in, and we'll castrate and process and all those things. So give vaccines and then load them back up, and they can take them back home. So
That's
it's going to
awesome.
be a place where we can really learn by doing, basically.
Yeah. So your dad is Eric Farron with Shelter Insurance. Did I get that point, or
No, I got it.
Okay,
remember?
I'll give it to you.
That's over there pretty close to MDP Motors, I think.
Oh, Coach has got one.
That's 2.
Yeah. Oh, you got 2. Yeah, he's.
You're giving her that one. I get mine.
I gave her the Shelter because
He is my dad.
he is. I know. Okay, so now I'm troubled. Oh, what I was going to say is so your dad's Eric Farron, Shelter Insurance, good buddy of mine. That's why I love him to death. But when you go out there and you work cattle, how much of an impact has it been for you to be on a working ranch every day and then be able to do this? Did it give you a little bit of insight into what you're doing?
It kind of helps me out. That way I kind of know what to look for in a horse. It gave me a little background information, and then I can use that.
Do you ride horses in mud boots?
Bareback sometimes.
Oh, no, I'm asking because I remember a time where you guys came out in mud boots and your dad was like, go put on cowboy boots.
It was muddy. I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, because Bella was out there with us. So
Yeah.
what do you coach, what is your, when you're looking at these teams and stuff, and you're trying to put them together, is that a hard juggling act for you to say, man, this works well here, this works well elsewhere?
Yeah, somewhat, but I don't really put them together. I let them, right, so, before December, we'll kind of have an idea of who wants to do what, because they're pretty vocal. They voice that. But we let them sign up in December just about every year, and so it's kind of you just work with what you got kind of thing. But you have kids obviously, these guys have hopefully started a trend, and Miss Smith's dairy team last year, I believe, they won state. And so it's kind of starting to be a habit, and their kids are wanting to pick the area that they want to learn more in, and they're wanting to try to accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
But they sign up. I try to tug some kids along, say, hey, you really need to do this. You'd be good at this or whatever. But
You're in that recruiting mode. Yeah.
But I don't hit that too hard. They generally sign up, and we have 6 to 8 kids on a team, and we go from there.
Well, what you guys do is so special, and I hope we're here to support you guys, no matter if you got some sort of fundraiser coming up. But more importantly, we want to. That's what we're trying to do today is celebrate these young athletes and the tremendous amount of work that they've put in, because I know it can't be easy. So, what do you want to? I don't think I asked you this, but what do you want to do in your future? Do you want to continue down this path, or did we talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about it. I want to go to K-State.
Well, I know you want to go to K-State, but what do you want to do past that?
Possibly judge in college, and then go into ag business or ag sales.
Okay.
And go sell something.
Go sell something?
Go sell something.
Go sell some ag equipment or something?
Yeah.
I love it. What's that? Oh, is there a game? I don't have my glasses on, but there is a game. So hold on just a second. Alicia does these, and
on top of being in judging and stuff, I am an officer. I'm the reporter, kind of like green box photography.
Oh, So you go out and
I
you
take
were,
pictions of everything.
You had to dig for that one.
that
Yeah,
was
I did.
no, that was good. That's 2 and 2.
That was good.
So we're gonna do some hard hitting questions, and you guys have to answer like boom. No thinking
gosh.
about these, okay? So what's harder, waking up early for practice or waiting for results?
Waiting for results is way harder.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
Oh, well, whenever we were waiting on judging card for state, we were sitting in what were we sitting in?
Outside of the Hearn Center at MU
No,
campus.
we were sitting in in convention. Yeah, that's where we were. We were sitting in convention, and we just kept on our phones. We just kept reloading the score sheet, and then finally it's popped up horse evaluation. We ran outside because Holt wasn't around. He was nervous. He didn't think we were gonna win,
I stayed away from him.
and so
He didn't think you were gonna win, or he was nervous.
both.
No, tell him what I told you after the contest.
And so then we ran outside and we were like, it's open, it's open. So then we all opened at the exact same time and just started screaming. And so then he knew. But he told us we were probably going to win and he knew we were fine.
I asked him right after the contest, I said, how'd you do judging? And they said, it was okay. I feel like we flipped this class and this class. I said, how'd you do on the test? Oh, that was easy. But the judging was, I said, well, if you did get on the test, you've won state.
Yeah.
And I wasn't too worried about it, but.
Coach, how are you in that moment? I mean, is your butterflies going and you're nervous wreck?
Yes, I was nervous. I mean, some years some years you're like, man, I just top 5, top 4, get on stage would be cool. And this year I knew they were more than capable, and they turned out they won the state contest by over 100 points.
Oh, wow.
No, 90 points. Is that right? Yeah.
So it wasn't even close.
No,
It wasn't close.
Wow.
because of that test.
No. Yeah,
So when
because
you-
they studied so hard for the test.
You got a place where you put the trophies at and stuff?
Yeah, they're hung up all over our wall in our hallways. Yeah.
What about in the trophy case in the
We don't.
cafeteria?
We only get plaques. We don't get trophies.
Oh, you don't get trophy, but plaque. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
plaques
huge.
go in the hallway in our ag
Okay.
building.
Yep.
We do we're the only team with a picture in his office, so we feel pretty special.
Oh, okay. How many cups of coffee? Hold on, let me read this right. How many cups of coffee or energy drinks did it take to get through the competition?
I don't drink energy drinks or coffee.
Okay.
Before I drink water.
Good for you.
I'm hydrated.
Good for you. Coach, what about you?
Yeah, I drink 2 cups of coffee every day. But as bad as that is, I do. So
That was it?
I got to stop myself after 2.
Country music or rock?
Country.
I'm a mix. I'm right
We'll
there in
pull
the
up to
middle.
Oklahoma and he's jamming out to rock music. He's like, this is how you guys are going to win. I'm like,
I'm with you, Coach. So I have seasonal music interest, in the summertime, and if I'm on the boat, give me some good country, but if I'm going somewhere like you guys are and trying to compete, it's rock.
Yeah, you got to get in the right mindset,
I'm
Boots-
listening to sad country music.
Sad?
Yeah.
Like what? Tell me one.
Like Ty Myers. I listen to him. And Cody Johnson.
What's sad about it?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just sad. It's about breakups and stuff.
Oh, so why do you listen to that?
It helps me focus. I can't focus in
So the sadder you are, the better you do.
No, I'm not sad. I just I can't focus with a lot of rock.
I love that. I love that. Boots or sneakers?
Sneakers. I don't wear boots
You said
unless
boots?
I rep.
I'll tell you, I
They're not comfortable.
had a thing. I grew up on a ranch too, and so people, you're chasing cows.
Yeah.
I'm chasing down these calves, trying to, they're a day old, trying to catch them. And you go to school, and these guys would be head to toe, in cowboy stuff. And I knew they lived in the city,
Yep.
and I'd be like, it just made sense for me to wear sneakers because
Yep.
it was easier to run and chase the cattle down. So
That is true.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Don't tell your dad because he'll come over and throw a rock through my window or something.
Well,
So.
you can't see down there, but she's wearing sneakers.
I am wearing. I'm wearing Vans right now.
You're wearing snick or what are those?
They're Vans.
Vans. Okay.
Yeah.
Skater
What was the
boots.
other one? Dunks. We've had dunks on the show before. Favorite time of the year at school? Fall FFA events, fair season, etc.
Like fall events, or
Yeah.
I guess
Fall.
GD. What do you mean? Oh, fall.
Yeah.
Fall.
Oh, I'm sorry. Favorite time at year at school,
No.
meaning fall, spring, summer, and why?
Fall because I'm over summer.
You're over it?
Yeah, but like spring, I'm like getting into like end of year, and then I'm stressed.
But you work outside a lot, so I
Yeah,
get that.
that's true.
Coach, what about you?
Yeah, that's tough. I like the hustle and bustle of spring where we're going nonstop, you know. In spring, like every Saturday we're at a contest or
Actually, it's every day.
yeah, it's every day. It might be 2 or 3 nights a week or 2 or 3 days during the school year. I mean, you're going nonstop, and that's kind of how I roll, I guess.
I figured you'd say fall because, deer season.
I'm not a hunter. You know this.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Dream vacation spot if you didn't have to feed animals for a week.
Italy.
Italy.
Yes, I want to go to Italy so bad.
Coach?
Probably Colorado. We've been to a lot of places, and that's our favorite.
Colorado.
We go as often as we can.
What is it about Italy?
I don't know. It just looks
Probably
pretty.
the food. Alexa.
Oh my gosh, that's so mean.
Food, culture, all that sort of stuff.
Alexa likes to eat.
Holt, we had a conversation before this that you could not embarrass me. And you have it.
I like to eat too. It's fun.
We all like to eat.
Yeah.
Who's more likely to accidentally forget something important at a contest?
I'm pretty good at it, actually. So I don't know. Lily's on top of everything. Probably Chloe. Honestly, probably Chloe.
Chloe's going to be fun to interview.
Chloe-
Because, I've already heard a lot about Chloe since I've been up here. So.
I don't know. Savannah just goes with the flow. And but Chloe gets stressed out and then she like loses her head. So I love her to death, but
But it might be Chloe.
it would probably be. Actually, Holt.
Yeah, I would have said me. I expect these
I'm
girls
sorry,
to
Chloe.
take care of
Actually,
everything.
Holt.
He forgets everything?
Everything.
I want to get to school. I want to start the bus, have my coffee in my hand, and drive us to the.
And then
conference.
we'll get to like.
Are you a bus driver?
Yeah.
I'm a fellow bus driver. Yes.
We get to like Springfield and he's like, "Wait, do we have everything?" And Lily's like, "Yes, we have everything."
Did you do that because we didn't have people? We didn't have buses for competitions.
No, we drive so many trips. We take so many trips that it's just. I mean, it's extra money for us, so we get paid to do it. So
Yeah.
might as well us do it. And we go to so many places. You know what I mean? It's like they wouldn't be able to get bus drivers for all of our trips.
That's why I started, was because we would get, have a game that night and 10 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, we need every parent to come pick up a kid and take them, and so I love it. I love driving the big bus because I always like eat their snacks while they're competing. So
you can just holler at them and they'll bring you something. It's perfect.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to leave us with? Any words of encouragement for future FFA members, or?
You got it.
You got it?
You got it.
What does that mean?
If you set your mind to it, you got it.
I love it.
Look at me. I'm right here. I'm a state champion.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that. Look at me right here. I'm a state champion. And I say that I'm being serious. I think that's awesome because there's so many different possibilities out there, and you athletes have shown, what it takes. So very good. Coach, what about you?
Yeah, they've pretty much heard everything I've got to say, but give it a try. It's one of those things where you're not going to know if you like it or not if you don't try. And I've had a lot of kids come to me after they've graduated high school and be like, man, I wish I'd have done that. They realize what all we do, and we build really cool things in the shop, and we learn about all different sectors of agriculture, and a lot of it's hands-on, and it's fun.
I want to learn to weld.
Yeah, come over anytime.
Can I I've got a little more high school eligibility left because I didn't graduate. No, I'm kidding.
You can join my ag mechanics team.
Oh, that would be so
we
cool.
Weld and plumbing and concrete and all of it.
I'm not kidding. Like I'm a financial advisor, but I look at it and I say, if I could go back, I think the trades are where it's at.
Especially now, yeah.
You spend our daughter spent $100,000 on college to become a nurse. When you could be 4 or 5 years already working in a specialty paying $75,000 to $100,000 a year. So.
Yeah, I tell kids I'm not against college, but go to college if you know what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be able to pay for your college.
Yeah, and I'm not against college either, just for the record. But I do think, kind of thinking about stuff and figuring it out, and whether it's an entrepreneurial task or you know, I mean, I'm serious when I say I would love to weld. Like, I'd love to learn to weld because I think that would be
Well,
fascinating.
you're
So,
cordially invited.
well, awesome.
Come over anytime.
Lisha may not like that because I'll have this whole thing set up in my garage. I'll be out there welding.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have fun with that. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on, and I'm sure we'll see you again here shortly with some more state championships. So
We win nationals.
nationals. When you go to that?
2 weeks.
Oh, did you put that on as a question? Okay, I'm sorry. So hold on before we leave. Let's talk about that. I'm sorry.
Oh, so what day are we leaving, Lily? We're leaving the 28th.
See, he
going
has to ask Lily because he doesn't know anything.
She's our president. It's her job. No, we're leaving on the 28th, and it's basically a 2-day contest. So they'll judge one day. I'm going to have to ask Lily again. They'll judge, do keep call classes, and that's where they have 8 classes of horses. Or one class will have 8 horses in it, and they have to pick 4 that they would keep and 4 that they would cull, or that wouldn't move on to the finals.
Yeah.
They'll have 2 of those classes. They'll judge 8 classes. They'll give 4 sets of reasons, and then the next day they'll do a team activity, take a test, and it's 2 team activities and take a test. So two full days of it.
Well, we got to hear more about that. So please don't. I mean,
When
let
these
us
girls
know.
Come on, they can tell you. All
Yeah, let us. Well, yeah, but I mean, in 2 weeks,
yeah,
whenever
yeah.
you guys go, let us know so we can follow and see where
Yeah.
you guys are at because we'd love to share that. That's amazing. So, well, we've never had a national championship on here, have we? I don't think so. So that would be.
cool.
I know. Let's
Then we
do
have
it.
to go judge again
You have to go judge again
in Europe, I think. That's what
in
people are
Europe.
saying.
Hold on. So if you win nationally, then you go international.
Yeah, that's
I know
what-
we've never had an international team.
That's
on
what
here.
people are saying, but gosh.
Yeah,
How cool would that be?
We'll have to fact check that one, but I think there's some validity to it.
That
all I
would
know is that you win money, so that's where I'm at.
just beat the Brits. That's all I'm saying. Beat the Brits.
I just want the money.
Yeah. Scholarships and all that, I'm sure. So, well, guys, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't bring that up earlier, and we'll definitely be rooting for you for that. And just keep us up to date where you're at, and we gladly share that. So, all right. Well, I'm going to invite the other young ladies on real quick. Coach, thanks. Thank you, Miss Farron.
You're welcome.
We're getting everything arranged here because we had it for a setup for 3 people. Now we're going to have to arrange it just a little bit. So give us a second. Are they not comfortable?
No, they're just tall.
Yeah, they are. And they're all, can you adjust just a little bit? All right. So we have the other part of the state championship team with us today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Lily Pasco.
I'm Chloe Pearson.
I'm Savannah Frisbee.
So tell me about this team. Like you guys, when we were talking, you guys are laughing, you're having a good time. What is the team chemistry like for you guys?
I mean, we're all best friends. We've spent countless hours together for the last year. And as you can tell, we all laugh and joke and have a fun time together. It's like some sisters, honestly.
That's
and
right.
We're best friends. So
I cannot tell you the amount of times I've cried to these girls. It's insane.
Just, I mean, you're talking about just life events and stuff. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool. That's so cool. What about you?
Actually, like, I just feel like these girls are like my best friend, and I can come to them whenever I have anything, and like, we're pretty tight. We're like family.
Do you guys see yourself all, because you'd already said yes, but do you guys see yourselves staying friends throughout life?
Oh yeah, 100%.
For sure.
yes.
Definitely.
and that's the connections you make in ag as well, like just with anything you do with ag.
That's
just the
awesome.
connections we have.
Chloe, you're our only senior.
Yes.
What are you planning on doing after college
Um,
or after high school? Sorry.
You're good. I'm gonna go to college and then I'm gonna try to be a nurse.
What kind of nurse do you want to be?
I want to either work in like the NICU or with kids.
Okay. So you like kids a lot then?
Yeah.
Okay. You got to like kids a lot to work there. So tell us a little more about like, this is for all of you guys. So just go down the road. We'll start at the end. Tell us more about why you got involved in FFA, what you love about it, and why it's your passion.
Well, I've always had a love for like horses, and I was like, FFA is definitely going to be that thing for me. It's going to have the horses and the chickens and everything else like that. I always kind of grew like up in the city, so I wasn't around like a bunch of acreage or a ranch or a farm, unfortunately. But like as soon as I walked in, I knew that this was like where I was going to be. Like this was my home away from home, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest. It was a random class that happened to pop up on my schedule freshman year, and then from there, my first year I wasn't too involved, but I met a whole lot of people that I loved a whole lot, and I like just got really close with them, and I saw all the fun that they had, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
Isn't that funny how that sometimes happens, though? I mean, I took media because I knew you could skip a lot of different classes by taking media, and I fell in love with it, you know, and it's a little bit why, you know, we do what we do here. So what about you?
So, agriculture and like farming and showing horses has always been a part of my life. So that's been a big key. And then I'm the oldest child, so I didn't really know what our FFA had to like offer, what it was about. I just knew that my mom had done it through high school and it was something that I wanted to be a part of. Well, little did I know it would become like my favorite thing ever. And our agricultural department is amazing. And it's became like my favorite place. And that's where I do everything. And I just love all the people around it.
I was going to ask earlier, but I needed to save a few questions for them, you know, so tons of scholarship opportunities. And who's the president? You're the president.
Yes.
So,
yes.
And you're a junior.
Yes.
So are you going to try for the regional? I'm
Or
trying
state.
to state.
I probably will just stick to our chapter because I love it so much. And with the state, there's so many more responsibilities and you're not able to actually help your chapters much because you're gone doing different things.
Yeah.
And I just love the people in our chapter and how it works and stuff. And I want to stay close to home and do that.
So as far as the scholarship opportunities, is that something you're looking at, maybe doing a little bit in college when you're working?
Yeah, 100%. We've already like in our school mailbox, we already have like postcards coming in from different colleges. We got from University of Arkansas that was just like saying, oh, congratulations on your guys' state championship.
Oh, how cool.
Be sure to visit us at this or visit us at this booth and like stuff like that. And so we already have like people that notice us and that are reaching out to us. So it's something to keep in mind.
That's awesome. Does that make a difference for you as far as like what school you go to? You know, now that you're state champion, you're getting all these different invitations from different schools. Do you already have a school picked out, or are you like, man, I'll go wherever they pay the most money?
So I personally am just trying to graduate high school. I've really been leaning more towards the military, believe it or not. Oh,
nice.
Yeah, so this is kind of just like a fun little thing for me, but definitely if I can get like a scholarship to like a Farrier college and be able to get my degree in that, I definitely will.
Yeah. What aspect of the military interests you?
Marines.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. I was in the Army, and I'll tell you, I served with a bunch of Marines, and those Marines are tough as nails. So, and I have no doubt that you'll do amazing. And I always got to compliment a kid that, I say kid, I know you're a young lady, but that wants to go on and serve our country. So thank you for that.
Definitely. So thank you for your service.
Oh, well, thank you. So going back to, we talked about the team chemistry and stuff. Tell us some funnier moments about like, I know you have to be nervous wrecks waiting for the results. Is there any funny things that happen during that time where or any time really?
Just about every contest, there's something that happens. I mean, we just get so, I don't know, it's just so nerve-wracking.
Chloe, do you start that? You start that funny? Oh, you do? Okay. But there's always something that's happening.
Oh, yeah. There's always something. Usually right after we'll go for food, which because they don't feed you very well at them things. So we normally go for food right after. And there's so many stories, like just of different things we've done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You got specific details? Or are those team secrets that we can't tell?
Oh my gosh, there's so many little ones. I don't even know. I will say we're always like down to business, but then there's like different things that we all do that is funny. I remember one really funny story. We are going into state, biggest contest all year. This is it. This is all we are. We go into the bathroom to go before we start, and I see Chloe just freaking out. And just freaking out. Like, hopefully she's okay with me telling this, but she's freaking out. And I'm like, I grab her, and I'm like, Chloe, I need you to get it together. I'm like, this is it. This is one and done. Like, get it. We need you to stick. And then she finally was like, okay. And she took a breath and just went on. But that's all of our stories. Like,
So who's the cheerleader of the group?
I don't know.
That's kind of hard.
Who's the one that when you guys are nervous and they're the hype person or jump in the pond?
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, you got to hear this.
Yeah.
So when we were preparing for state, we had won districts, and then we were moving on to state. We had spent everyone because multiple people all the teams go to state, and so we decided to stay back at our Airbnb that we had, so that we could practice and try to just prepare ourselves for state, which was the next day. And so we decided to pull up on our big TV and pull up a class to judge. So we judged the class, and Holt made a bet with us. I think it was if you got a 45 and above, he would go jump in this big pond that came with our Airbnb,
Which we had seen snakes in and
Oh.
and all this stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
so not just your regular pond. I mean, this is
disgusting. Yeah.
And then, but the bet was if any one of us got below a 45, we all as a team had to jump into that pond.
So you can guess what ended up happening.
You guys had to jump
Long
into the
story
pond.
short, we jumped in that pond.
Yeah, no snakes. I mean, you guys are safe now, and didn't have to get. You got what? Oh, you got thrown in because you weren't going to uphold your end of the bet, were you? No, I don't blame you at all. So, when there's so many different aspects of the judging that goes on. Is there people that are better at one thing and other people that are better at other things? And tell me how that works. Are you guys all equally good at all of it, or is there special strengths and weaknesses in the team?
I know that because I didn't grow up in an agricultural background, I have a harder time judging because it's just not something that comes naturally to me. So I was better at giving reasons and taking the test. The test was something I worked really hard on, so I did get a better score on that. And they were, everyone on the team was definitely better at judging than I am because it's just not something I grew up with.
What about you?
I will definitely say these ladies are better at reasons than I am. I'm more of your shy kid, stick to the back. But these ladies can give you a set of reasons and knock it out of the park.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine was the test for sure. Holt likes to joke that I got the highest test that there's ever been in history on the state contest this spring. So I really buckled down on the test, and I just studied like I did for an academic test, and that was it. But they're also good at reasons and stuff. We all had bad days. It's just like a sport. Someday it's not your day, and we'd pick each other up and move on the next day, and we just happened to all keep working together in state. It worked out, and we all had a good day at state.
That was what we did most of the time.
You did what now?
We would either on the bus right there if we were all really down. We would someone would have a speaker, someone would on the bus, and we would typically just crank up the music and jam out to a song.
Yeah. What would that song be? White Girl. What you got to tell people? What, Taylor Swift or something?
No.
Not that bad.
Nah.
No.
Like what? Morgan Wallen. Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The song "Unwritten," we sang that a lot.
Yeah.
So the Unwritten.
Yeah.
That's from our youth. If you believe it or not, I mean that first came out when we were. I mean, we're still young as all get out, but so you guys do the competition. You go up and you perform. You're done with the competition. You're waiting for results. What is it like when you're sitting there and all of a sudden you realize you're a state champion?
I cried a lot, really hard. His, Mr. Holt's wife and kids came with us on that trip, and I remember Brooke, his wife, staring at me and just like this, oh my gosh, is she okay? Because I was just so emotional. I can say that was truly the best day of my life.
Stop
I know. It was just such a good day.
That's awesome. Awesome. What about you?
So I'm the oldest kid, so I'm the first in my family, kind of like Lily, just to go out and explore stuff. And as soon as I realized I had actually won state, it had happened, I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening, this is real, I'm actually gonna make a name for myself. And I called my parents and I was like, I just won state, you're not gonna believe it. And they were like, what's next? And I was like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I just want state.
Yeah, we're just going to celebrate this right now. And what about you?
Well, I also want to add, Savannah did not only win state as a team, but she got third individually.
Oh,
So she
wow.
did-
And Lily took first. She
No.
won individually the state of Missouri by
Wow.
40 points. Yes,
Goodness
sir.
gracious.
But for me, we can all say it was the best part, like one of our favorite days of our lives. I will say the best thing about it is that we found out together. I liked how we worked together, we judged together, we did the whole thing together, and then when it came to find out, we celebrated together and did it together.
What was that ride home like?
It was the best. Those like everything after that has been amazing because
Yeah. So we were talking about, and I didn't get to explore it a lot previously, but nationals. So we're heading to Nashville nationals in 2 weeks. Where's that at? Tell us a little more about that.
So right now we are in like the midst of, because we get a reference for like each test that we take. So for the national test, we got a reference for that. So we're in the middle of just trying to study that and really like lock in on it and like basically just have the whole thing memorized. You know,
Yeah.
like, I mean, part of it is understanding it, and then but there's another part of it when there's just things where like you really do just have to memorize the entire book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there more pressure for nationals? I mean, obviously it's a bigger competition, but you guys had to feel the pressure for state.
Oh, state was definitely 100% pressure. And I feel like most was at state because you now are going to nationals.
Okay.
And, but like we all set such a high standard for ourselves to win state that if we didn't, we were all going to be majorly disappointed.
So you're one of 50 then.
So yeah, we are one of those. So national convention will be held in Indianapolis.
Oh, yes.
Indiana, yep. So we will go there in 2 weeks. This is kind of the crazy thing to think about it. There will be 50 states that bring one team of 4 people.
Wow.
And that is, so there will be 200 kids there, and we are 4 of those 200 kids that
Wow.
will get to have the privilege to judge. So out of the entire nation against the country.
My niece was, she was state president, Taylor Lawfer.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
I don't know if you know her or not, but I got to do some interviews with her, and I didn't realize how much pressure you guys are under, you know, because I got a list of questions. I showed up unexpected when we're practicing for her interview. And so she walks in and she sees me and she's like, oh, you know, really nervous. And I grilled her, you know, that's what I was supposed to do. But a lot of pressure for you guys. And not pressure. I mean, like, you guys set your expectations really high. You know, and you've got different various things like, you know, state and nationals that you want to win. So tell us more about, so you said it's in Indianapolis. Are we doing a bus ride up there?
Yes.
Or a van?
Yeah.
And that will be a really fun. I mean, we'll be really stressed out on the way up there, but we love those memories.
Will you have other teams going, or is it just you
It's
four?
just us
Just
for
us.
us.
Just you guys.
And then our chapter.
Wow. We talked a little bit about the, I'm going to call it a ranch because I don't know what else to call it, but at the school, how big is that for our community?
Oh, it's huge, especially just for our chapter. Specifically, like, not only is it going to, like, bring the community closer to us, but, like, teaching the younger kids, it's really hard for Mr. Holt and Miss Smith to teach, like, something so hands-on just on a TV. And so them being able to go out there and, like, say, like, oh, this is what I'm talking about when I say, you know, the udder, whatever it is that
Sure.
they're looking at, it's huge for our chapter.
Because didn't you say both you guys, you don't have a lot of exposure to, did you say that?
I did.
You don't have a lot of exposure, Chloe. I know you don't
Yeah.
either. So having that on campus has got to be huge for you.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah. Are you excited about it? When is that supposed to be done?
I am not 100%, but I am definitely ecstatic for like the younger generations that are going to be able to experience this and be more hands-on with animals and definitely be like future farmers and leaders of our community.
Yeah, that's amazing. I got to tell you, like, and I'm just going to brag on my Nana for a second, but she was out there at 60, 65 chasing calves down with me. And she is the toughest cowboy I've ever met in my life. So when people think about cowboys and they always get this picture of a guy, I'll tell you, I'll put Nana up against you and see what you do. So I'm going to do some quick fire questions with you guys. I need you to answer right away. No thoughts about it. It's super important. Hold on just a second. Let me find. I didn't bring my glasses, so you guys give me a second. All right. Favorite horse breed?
Missouri Foxtrotter.
American Quarter Horse.
This is hard. So I have a standardbred, but I'm in love with Arabians. Like I just love everything about them.
All of them, man. Favorite fair or show food? This is a good question right here.
Root beer from a jug.
Yes. That you can't find that anywhere else, can you?
Only at the fair.
100%.
Some fried Oreos.
Fried Oreos.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really hard. I'm gonna go corn dogs. The footlong
Corn
corn
dogs?
dogs.
I would have to say the turkey leg
Oh,
if you can get those. So, who's most likely to be a horse judge someday? I know you guys are already horse judges, but like continue this on into the future.
Not me.
You're going to be an RN. You may see some people that act like horses, but
I don't know. I'm looking at judging in the future for college.
Are you?
So, yeah.
okay.
Definitely either Lily or Alexa,
Yeah,
or maybe
for
both
sure.
of them.
Okay. Pre-competition hype song.
Me and Alexa are dancers, so any kind of line dance that we can get up and move to and scream, that's totally ours.
Awesome.
Wobble, and we also did courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
Oh, we're big courtesy of red, white, blue.
Toby Keith, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love Toby Keith? Like, oh my gosh, I love that guy. Favorite FFA memory you guys have ever had?
Winning state.
Winning state.
Winning state.
Awesome. I didn't figure that would be a tough question for you. And then one word to describe this team. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't think there's one word.
Well, you can say what if you got more than one, that's fine.
Powerful, amazing, and then like one, united.
Nice.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, best friends. We've gotten so close.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I'm gonna go hard workers and family. Those
Yep.
are definitely my words.
I love it. Anything you guys want to leave us with? And I don't think we really delved into too many show sponsors because we got so deep in conversation. But anything you want to leave us with? Or
I work at Post Game Pizza, and that's my point.
I stole. Did you remember? I don't know. Were you over there when we did a show over there not too long ago?
Yes.
And
And
I
you stole the bandana?
from you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was from a friend of mine.
Okay, but I
was there
stole
for
the
day.
bandana. I loved it. So
Yeah.
we want to thank Green Box Photography, Post Game Pizza. Well, I love their pizzas. Shelter Insurance, Eric Farron, J&G Services, MDP Motors, Julian Heating and Air, Rogersville Pharmacy, and B&B Well and Pump. Jim from Rogersville Pharmacy made our dog some collars the other day. That was pretty special. So anything else you want to leave us with, or just, is there a way for us to watch you on nationals, like a link or something? Or
We have an Instagram page and a Facebook page
Okay.
that you can follow, where we will post like our scores and like everything that's happening throughout national convention.
okay, and we got that right.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be sharing with them. I mean, go take nationals, and then
Definitely.
I want to do an interview once you win nationals internationally. Like I want to go to Italy or wherever. Wherever you guys are, you may get your chance to go to Italy and, do that stuff. So, guys, so proud of you. Thank you. You guys, I mean, this is one of I see a lot of teams come through here and they've got just great energy. I honestly would be hard pressed to find another team that's got more energy and kinship than you guys. So we are very proud of you as a community. Chain Gang Sports is very proud of you guys. And personally, Lish and I are very proud of you. So go win nationals. And that's all I've got. We'll be back Sunday with tennis. Fishing. Sorry, I couldn't. So we'll be back Sunday with fishing, another one of my favorite topics. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching Chain Gang Sports. I'm John Pope, and we'll see you next time. Go Cats.